is our 100th
100th
day of doing daily doses for spiritual growth. And we are just thrilled that you have joined us over the last few months doing these. Really, the purpose is to encourage one another, support one another, and spur one another on as we continue to grow in our own relationships with God. So we thank those of you that started way back on day one, and those of you that maybe are just joining us today. But it is our 100th day.
That's crazy. I remember June 1st was our first day.
Yes.
And it's crazy. But so thank you so much for tuning in week and week out. We're going to continue our theme on sharing our faith and the value of that, being a friend of sinners. And today's topic is being prepared. And this is 1 Peter chapter 3. He says, always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that we have. And what is that hope? That is the hope that we have in Jesus Christ, that we are saved by grace. But do this with gentleness and respect.
Oh.
So that's
why do you think he takes time to say that specifically? Well, wouldn't you think that when you're sharing your faith and you're sharing the love of Christ with another person, that naturally that is how you would share it? Unfortunately, no. Sometimes people think that the way to share their faith is to tell others what they're doing wrong, to point out their sin, or to say that they're going to hell.
Yeah.
Those are approaches, but here Peter is telling us to what?
To do it with gentleness and respect. And then he continues to say, keeping a clear conscience so that those who speak maliciously against your good behavior, which we will have that as well, but when that happens, when we have that good behavior in Christ, may they be ashamed of their slander. So, meaning that when we live our lives, we do it in such a way that's attractional, that our relationship with God, that people would question, say, there's something different about you.
And we want that to be a good thing.
Yes, not a bad thing, yeah.
We want them to see the love of Christ. You know, it talks in the New Testament about they will know us by our love. Unfortunately, the world knows us by our judgment, our rules, our odd behavior at times, but really this is reminding us again that they should know us by our love, and that as we share our faith, we should do it with an approach of loving others.
That's right. So we don't have to know everything about the Bible when it says always be prepared to give an answer. But I know that you often talk about how being aware and noticing people, not just going in and just, okay, this is what I'm going to do, but no, let's pause and let's see, because I believe that God has given us opportunities all the time. Absolutely. But are we aware of it? Are we prepared? I think that's another reason why Peter is saying always be prepared.
Absolutely. It reminds me of the daily dose from yesterday, from Wednesdays. It said, God, give me your eyes.
Yeah.
Right? But beyond that, we could say, God, give me your ears. Give me your heart. Help me to think and to see the people around me and the opportunities that I can be ready to share my faith.
That's right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in today.
On our 100th day.
100th day. Woo! Thanks so much. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for another daily dose for spiritual growth.